President Biden and Speaker McCarthy reached a deal on raising the debt ceiling. That is so bullish for stocks. Stocks, I believe, are going to skyrocket, especially if you're in the right stocks. I'm going to show you what I believe are the right stocks to ride the rocket to Mars. I am Dr. Stephen Fox. These are my personally selected stocks. This is not financial advice, as I do not know your personal situation. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. The deal they passed or agreed to is likely to pass with about 90% certainty in the House, and they're likely to get it done in time so that the United States will not default on its debt. They agreed on spending caps. There's limits to how much can be spent in future years. They agreed to a natural gas pipeline and expedited that. And they cut the IRS budget by $10 billion, which is very good because we don't need more IRS agents hassling us. It looks like the blue chip consensus is indicating that we may go into a mild recession starting with this second quarter, but it takes 2 quarters in a row to confirm a recession. And the Atlanta Fed disagrees with the blue chip consensus. The Atlanta Fed is saying that in the second quarter, gross domestic product is likely to increase by 1.9%, almost 2%. There are many things that just do not fit in with a recession. One of them is that consumer spending increased by 0.8%. Inflation does not look out of control. It's on a downward trend. It went up slightly with the personal consumption expenditures, which the Fed likes to look at. The overall year-on-year PCE, personal consumption expenditures, was 4.4, which was up slightly from 4.2, and the core PCE was up very slightly to 4.7 from 4.6 a month earlier. So the PCE, the personal consumption expenditures, were up slightly, and that can just be seen as normal variation on a downward trend. Every time I look at Trueflation.com, which uses many more sources of data and is much more current, it seems to be going down fairly dramatically. It's down to 2.84%. Now, I think there's a reason they call this trueflation. A year ago, it was around 12%. And I think in my experience, that's the way I experienced inflation, that it was massive a year ago and has come down somewhat, or at least the high prices aren't going that much higher as quickly as they were back then. And you are never having a recession declared when unemployment is at a historic low of 3.4%. Also, airline travel is off the Richter scale. They can't hardly find enough pilots to fly the planes because business is so strong. Travel this Memorial Day weekend was up 7% or more compared to last year. This is not the kind of statistics you have in a recession. I don't think we're in a recession now. I don't think we're headed for one. And I think the stock market is a major indicator of where the economy is going. It tends to be a predictor. It tends to look forward about 6 months. And I think the stock market is seeing a boom. And it's being led by artificial intelligence, which is going to affect almost everything. So I am very bullish on the market. I think this artificial intelligence trend, it's not a fad, it's a trend. It's going to be with us for a long time. The information coming out of Nvidia is just amazing. They know they're going to be affecting everything almost. They are forming multiple partnerships with multiple other major stocks. So this is a very large trend. I mean, they saw the earnings guidance of 11 billion, which was the highest guidance that they had ever given. And that's what set Nvidia off into the stratosphere. And I think I'm probably going to buy some of it. I haven't bought it yet. I'm going to buy a certain amount and then add more when it comes down, hopefully, or just hang on to what I did purchase. So I'm not totally FOMOing in, but I want to be a part of it. So I am very bullish on the market. I think this artificial intelligence trend, it's not a fad, it's a trend. It's going to be with us for a long time. The information coming out of Nvidia is just amazing. They know they're going to be affecting everything almost. They are forming multiple partnerships with multiple other major stocks. So this is a very large trend. I mean, they saw the earnings guidance of 11 billion, which was the highest guidance that they had ever given. And that's what set Nvidia off into the stratosphere. I think the three stocks that I am in gives me exposure to artificial intelligence. The three stocks are Google, GOOGL, Microsoft, MSFT, and Super Microcomputer, SMCI, which has been an outstanding performer. And looking at the chart, Microsoft, which is in red, has made about 35%. Google, which is in blue, has made about 41%. And Super Microcomputer, since the beginning of the year, has made 151%. Wow. I also bought some Palantir. I have a long history with Palantir. They've been around for a long time, but they IPO'd around September or October of 2021. And the employees actually put their stock up for sale to the public. So, and that's always been the problem, is that too much of the money that's made in Palantir goes to the employees because they pay the employees with shares of stock. And so as a shareholder, your stock share's value tends to go down. And I was very enthusiastic about it at first. They can take any set of data, and if you have questions about that data, they will find the answers. For instance, it's rumored that they helped find bin Laden. Okay, they have a lot of contracts with the government agencies, but also they have a corporate side where they work with big corporations. So they use a lot of artificial intelligence. They are artificial intelligence, and they're with the FBI and CIA and all of this. So they have a very stable part of their business. But they've gone down from the IPO. They were, at one point, they hit 35, I believe. They closed at 35 or so. But they kept coming down because of this employee compensation problem with stock, which lowered the value of the stock. I bought into it and got out of it at about 24, as I learned what the story was. But now they say that the employee compensation is less of a problem. And their last quarterly report, they actually reported a profit. It was the first time they reported a profit. So they're on the right trend, and they're in artificial intelligence totally. So if anyone benefits, it should be them if this employee compensation is less of a problem. But we shall see. It's a long shot in my mind, but I'm taking the shot. If any of this is helpful, please smash the like button. I also bought some C3 AI, whose symbol is AI. And believe me, one of the biggest benefits or one of the strengths of this stock is its symbol, AI. I think there's a lot of people that would die to have that symbol for their stock right now because it is the trend, the major trend pushing the market. But AI, they build AI software, and it's a very speculative company, but they've been a favorite of day traders. And I've watched it, and I've kind of traded in and out of it. Nothing too special, but lately it's really been popping. It was hanging out in the 20s, and now it's going towards 35. And when it got around 30, I couldn't stand it anymore, and I had to jump on and buy a small amount. Again, this is a long shot, and I'm taking the shot. I anticipate I'm going to be making many trades this week, so I plan to keep you informed. Thanks for watching. Smash the like button, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you.